What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Kent State Dynasty and College Football 27. It's State! Welcome back to the channel. Quick little note before we get into our Week 2 matchup against South Carolina on the road with our zero-star Kent State Golden Flashes program. Just want to give a huge shout out to you guys, man. The channel growth has been insanely consistent recently. I don't know if it's the TikTok, the YouTube, whatever it is. It has been growing, and it has been awesome to see it come to fruition. We're at 337 subscribers last time I checked, so really appreciate you guys for that as we dive deeper into our Year 1 rebuild of Kent State. If you guys missed last episode, we opened Week 0, our debut, at the #1 Ohio State Buckeyes. And what do we get for putting up a solid, not great, but solid 35-13 loss fight against the Buckeyes? Well, our athletic director has already chopped our safe job security basically in half, which is not great to see. That loss, you know, I think we all expected to lose that game at Ohio State, the #1 team in the country. We only lost 35-13, so I'm not super upset and concerned with that. But if our athletic director already doesn't like us losing to Ohio State, I got some bad news. We're probably not going to beat South Carolina either. But regardless, this has been the one gem we have found so far out of all of our one-star recruits. Titus Hill, he is the only favorite on my board. And this is kind of my strategy. With only 200 hours of recruiting and a bunch of one-stars on the board, we're spreading out scholarships, we're spreading out points, and we're just trying to scout. Because honestly, none of these guys cost NIL, which is great. And I'm not sure how good many of them are either because we don't have the hours to scout them. So we're really just trying to bring in as many bodies as possible and then really save our NIL for the transfer portal. And I didn't even see Jeremy Harms. We have our first hard commit. He's not sensational, but we do have our first hard commit in the Dynasty. So there we go. Jeremy Harms, welcome to the Golden Flashes. Here is a look around college football this week. Oregon takes on Boise State. They're the #2 team in the country. Louisville and Cal, Stanford and Miami, who is ranked. Florida State and SMU in the ACC. Tulane takes on Duke, and then Notre Dame and Wake Forest take on each other in an ACC matchup as well. And here are your current top 25 teams. Ohio State stays #1 after beating us. Everyone else is either not played or is 1-0, such as Notre Dame, Ole Miss, and it looks like there's an 0-1 Louisville team up there as well as USC, but Tennessee, #20 at 1-0. And in our conference, it looks like Eastern Michigan has won a conference game against Sacramento State, and that is it. So here is the roster for South Carolina. Lenora Sellers at an 86 overall. This team's 85 overall. Simon McAllister comes in at an 82 overall. Their receiving room has Nick Harbor, who is sensational, along with Mazeo Bennett. So the receiving room is pretty solid. A 79 overall Brady Hunt is going to be their tight end. Their offensive line is really good on the left side, but then weakens out on the right side. Looking at defense, they have a couple of high 80s, low 90s, and then a 70s. They're all over the place. They've got some guys here and there, but overall, their defense is definitely the weaker unit in comparison to their offensive unit. But regardless, South Carolina is an SEC team. South Carolina should win this game handedly. But I think this Kent State squad, they've got a little something to them. They've got a little bit of magic after we take down and only lose by, like, what, 3 possessions to Ohio State? I know it was a blowout, but we played a competitive football game with them for 3 quarters, and now we go on the road. These teams are paying Kent State because they're so bad. They want us to come play them. This is their home opener, their season debut. They think we're a free win. And you know what? We have an opportunity to prove them wrong. Head coach Stevie Balls and the Golden Flashes never back down away from a fight. We go on the road to play the South Carolina Gamecocks in their season opener, in their home debut. Lenora Sellers, a highly touted prospect for next year's NFL draft. Do we come out and keep that momentum from the first half against Ohio State, or do we look like a MAC team taking on South Carolina? And do we start the season with 2 blowout losses against 2 powerhouses? It's time to find out. Kent State goes to South Carolina, and our second game of year one is underway. South Carolina will receive to start. Nick Harbor at 6'5", the senior, getting a little bit of a highlight here. And we are underway for a Gamecock versus Golden Flashes game. 1st and 10 to start the game. 1st and 10, 8:58 left in this first quarter. Sellers is going to hand it off up the gut. Their first play of the drive is going to be a 9-yard gain. Very easily done right there for Simon McAllister. 2nd and 1. They're going to go RPO action here. That's quite a bit of space in the all-gold uniforms against the all-black uniforms for South Carolina, and that picks up a big gain right there to move the chains down the field. Still early in this game, another quick strike for Sellers, trying to bounce off the defense. That is another 10-yard gain right there, but we would hold them to a 3rd and 1. Do we have a miracle in us on this defensive drive? They're going to go read option, and Sellers picks it up quite easily. Another first down, and they are now into Kent State territory. From the shotgun, Sellers takes the snap, gauging the field, has time to find a strike over the middle. That is complete. The 3rd first down on this opening drive for the Gamecocks. 1st and 10, Sellers. Single back formation. They're going to go back to McAllister, who's got some space. Taken down by Rocco Nickel. He's got our 1 interception on the year, thrown by Julian Sayin last week at Ohio State. 3rd and 5, Sellers. They're going to give it to the outside. This is not McAllister, but it is still a first down carry. Taken down, 1st and goal. For the Gamecocks, trying to punch this in. Their opening drive on the season at home is going to find the end zone. McAllister is going to zigzag his way through the defense, put on a little dance, and South Carolina converts a touchdown on their opening drive. Out comes Drew DeShields. Didn't have the most fantastic stats last week, but definitely put us in positions to succeed. This stadium is going nuts, though. The number 16 toughest place ranked to play in this game, but on the opening play, it'll be our RB1, Jacorian Cappy, the sophomore. He'll take that drive for first down yardage. DeShields, this place is still bumping. Mesh spot for DeShields. Going to take another shot over the middle. Barely hung on to. That is going to be our tight end 2, Dakota Taylor. He's got our only touchdown on the season so far. 3rd and 2. DeShields takes it himself on the QB blast. That'll be first down yardage right there. We moved the ball pretty well against Ohio State last week, but we definitely had a tougher time punching it in the end zone. But so far, Ardell Banks on the reception there. He'll take the slant for 10 yards, which we would convert 3rd and inches. 1st and 10. We're now in Gamecock territory. We can try and tie this thing up over the middle. There he is, Darilus Clark. Number 30 on the drag is going to pick up a first down right there. And DeShields looks calm against this rowdy South Carolina crowd. Over in the middle again, that's a captain-to-captain throw. Munder is going to be taken down. 3rd and 2. As we start the second quarter, DeShields over the middle, Darilus Clark again. We sure have taken our time, but here we are in the red zone on our opening drive, dinking and dunking our way to victory. Play action. DeShields has a man over the middle. Darilus Clark again taken down just 1 yard short. He's got 34 yards on this opening drive. Can we punch it in? 1st and goal. Walk-in touchdown. It's Jacorian Cappy, the sophomore that we promoted to be the starter, has looked like the right decision right now. We are tied up with South Carolina at the start of the second quarter. This is going to be Sellers on the response, though. The tight end breaks a tackle, and it'll be a 9-yard gain. Our defense did manage to get Ohio State off the field a few times. I'm imagining we could possibly do the same thing with Sellers. That is a loss right there. Samaj Bridgman gets Sellers on the read option. It's a 3-yard loss. 3rd and short here. 3rd and 4. Sellers, can we possibly get them off the field here on the road? They're going to go jet touch pass. Just contain the outside. We got him. We got him. He's down. Get him off the field. That's what I'm talking about. The Golden Flashes on defense get the job done, and we have an opportunity to take the lead here. Are we really as dangerous as we say we are? And just one play later, we get too excited. Drew DeShields, a gift of an interception right there. And we can't get cocky. Oh my goodness. Our defense did its job, and our offense gives it right back up. Terrible read, terrible throw. Just nothing good about that play right there. Sellers, RPO. That's open yardage. That's a first down right there. First and goal. Gamecocks trying to retake the lead here after that second drive scare. We're going to give it to them easily. And it's an overthrow from Sellers. Okay. Little play action does not convert there. It'll bring up second and goal for the Gamecocks. It's going to be Sellers again. Sellers is going to try and scramble out. He doesn't need to. Dumping it off to the running back number 2. Touchdown, South Carolina. They're back on top. 14-7. This offense has scored once, man. We just can't be giving them free turnovers. Over the middle. That's a nice read right there. J.J. Etheridge. That's our wide receiver 4 subbing in. And that is going to be a converted pass right there. First and 10, less than 5 minutes left in this first half. DeShields looking for a man. They're not going to follow Ardell Banks on the drag. The drag is one of our few safe routes. That's our wide receiver 3, senior Ardell Banks. Nice play right there. 14-7, Mason King. This is our RB2 senior up the gut. He is a much more bruiser archetype, as Jacorian Caffey is definitely more elusive. First and 10 by himself. DeShields over the middle. Broken tackle for Wayne Harris on the drag. It only goes for a gain of 6, but it would have gone for like a gain of 1 if we didn't get that broken tackle. Mason King on the draw. The senior bruiser is going to convert the chains right there again. And we've got this ball almost at the 2-minute warning. 14-7. From the shotgun, DeShields is going to call for a man. This is J.J. Etheridge again, one of our kick returners. Get him into open space. He's got some blocks taken down after a first down run right there. They would get us to a 3rd and 5, though, here. Stadium is going nuts in the red zone. Caffey's back in the game. DeShields is going to find Wayne Harris on the slant. Coverage was on him like glue, but he still makes the pitch and catch. Almost shrugs him off, and that'll be 1st and goal. DeShields, can we tie this thing up before halftime? We're going to go back to Jacorian Caffey. They are ready for it. And that will be the last timeout for South Carolina. 2nd and goal. Going to try and waste some more clock here. Caffey, we're going to pitch it to him out of the backfield. Not able to find the edge there. 3rd and goal. A minute left. We're running it just so South Carolina doesn't get the ball back before the first half ends. Up the gut. Caffey, can he go for touchdown number 2? No. Taken down 4th and goal. As we're letting this clock run, we will take a timeout. 10 seconds left. You know the aggressive nature of head coach Stevie Balls. We didn't come here to take 3 at the 1-yard line. Jacorian Caffey out of the backfield. The sophomore, our best playmaker, will have another touchdown. The offensive line muscles ahead for a 1-yard gain. And we are going to be tied up with South Carolina going into halftime. They're going to have one more play with 2 seconds. Lenora Sellers going to take a deep shot here as we send pressure. Even if they somehow catch this, it's intercepted. Maybe we could bring this back. No, we will not. We will go into halftime with 14s on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for the Kent State Golden Flashes. 2 weeks in a row, we have been competitive in the first half of a game paid by the team that wanted to give us about $1 million probably. Pretty much all of our NIL budget just so they could get a free win on their schedule. No. I don't care if we're a 0-star program. I don't care. We are here to win a natty. I don't care how soon it is. DJ Lagway and Baylor put a routing on Auburn to start the season. It'll be interesting to see if they get a top 25 bid. Man, overall, our defense has looked pretty impressive against South Carolina. We are making crucial stops on crucial downs, and our offense, the red zone concerns me, man. The passing game in general concerns me as Liberty beats James Madison, Oregon takes care of Boise, and Pitt gonna take down Clemson in a blowout. And if you're a Clemson fan, the last few seasons have just been rough, man, but that's not our concern. We have the ball to open up the second half. DeShields from the shotgun. Let's show South Carolina we came to play. Drew DeShields, terrible. Just terrible. An awful read by me, the user, looking for a simple drag to get him going, to get him warmed up. He throws a laser to the wrong team, straight to him, and now Lenora Sellers is going to take off. Only a 2-yard gain, but it will bring up. We can hold him to 3rd and 7. Our defense, again, can keep us in this game. Play action, it's not going to go anywhere. Sack! Rocco Nickel. He had our interception last week. He comes up with a big sack right there. And this is still a game. Despite the 2 stupid interceptions by DeShields, we're back on the field, down 3, and an opportunity to take the lead against an SEC program here in the 3rd quarter. Let's not blow this opportunity. That's better. Ardell Banks over the middle picks up a first. This South Carolina team certainly feels better than us, but as we're on the field, 3rd and 9, if we have a chance, we're going for the upset, and Wayne Harris taken down 3 yards short, but you know the aggressive nature. Head coach Stevie Balls, we came here to win. We came here for an upset. Over the middle, what are you doing? Drew DeShields. Oh my goodness. Our starting junior quarterback, man. Moment was too big. It's a 35-yard pick six. Just like that, we are down 10, and that is not how we wanted to open the second half. Tie ball game. We just wanted an opportunity to just have the lead for a few seconds, maybe have that little bit of dangerous momentum. You never know what could happen. We can upset a team. We can upset a South Carolina team. It's a nice pitch and catch right there. Dorilus Clark again. But here we are deep in the 3rd quarter. We blew our opportunity with the tie game. We got to be playing from behind now. That is a nice strike down the field, though. It's Ardell Banks again. About 3 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. Here comes a jet touch pass. This is going to be audible to Jacorian Caffey. Can we get him involved here in this 3rd quarter? Up the middle. That's a nice run right there, taken down after a gain of 8. Our only 2 points on the day, our only 2 touchdowns go to Caffey, but he's not having an amazing game of stats until this run gets bursted loose. Juke move! Touchdown, Kent State! Don't talk down on Caffey. Carry me, Caffey. 21 points on the board. They're all from him. Jacorian Caffey with the hat trick, and we are only down 3 here. Now, our defense has performed miracles today. Can we possibly get them off the field again or still hold them to 3? Keep it a 1-possession game. Just keep them nervous. Keep them close. Instead, that'll be a wide-open conversion right there for the Gamecocks. A minute left. 2nd and 10 here in this 3rd quarter. Sellers from the backfield. Going to take the snap. He's going to go with another RPO spin move into a Kent State defender. It's 3rd and 9. It's 3rd down. Playing aggressive, we are going to audible to zone coverage here. 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Sellers drops back, looking for a man. Sellers is going to try and take off. We're there to contain him, get him down. 4th and 3, and the defense gets another stop as we go into the 4th quarter with a chance to take the lead. In year 1, just our 2nd game, we are outpassing South Carolina and outrushing them. Our stats look better. We're just turning the ball over. Can we get the biggest dub in Kent State history? Over the middle, wide open, J.J. Etheridge. Certainly taking advantage of his reps. DeShields, 3 interceptions, but he's just past 200 yards. Caffey up the gut. Can Caffey break off another long run? It'll be another 1st down. The golden flashes are moving, and the yardage looks a lot more impressive for Caffey, but he is shaken up with wear and tear. Our senior bruiser, Mason King, will get the sub. Caffey up the gut is going to find another slight hole. 7-yard gain. 3rd and 1. DeShields, we put it in his hands. He's going to audible the tight end 3 Hopperton to a drag. Going to look for an out route that is going to be taken in. Dorilus Clark again having a massive game on these contested catches. They would get us to a 3rd and 10 though. DeShields down the field takes a shot. It's brought in. Dakota Taylor, the sophomore. What a play, and it moves the chains. 2nd and 12. DeShields looking for a man. He's got Dorilus Clark. He threw it a little low, but still taken in. 3rd and inches. DeShields from the shotgun. Gonna take the snap direct to Mason King. Just enough to go down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Mason King, do we have all our touchdowns as rushing touchdowns? We do. Mason King, the senior, punches it in. Out South Carolina, we've got the lead. With 4 minutes left, does the defense have one more miracle? We are competing with the Gamecocks. Jet touch pass right into the defense. 2-yard loss, get him off the field. From the shotgun, 3:40 left in this game. Sellers from the shotgun looking for a man. Sellers, he's got a man wide open. It's a beautiful strike, taken down after a nice gain right there. My worst fear at this moment is them walking us off with a touchdown, but they cannot take 3 here! Off the edge! Uncontested! What a play right there! Taken down. That is going to be some Maj Bridgman again. It'll be 3rd and 8 with 2 minutes left. We're blitzing. That was not the right play call, and he's out of there. No! Touchdown, South Carolina. 31-28 is the score. And it's crunch time. We just need 3. DeShields, you've played a good game. Just do not turn it over for a 4th time. DeShields is going to be pressured and throw it away. DeShields, 1:51 left in the game. We just need a field goal to send this to OT. A touchdown wins it. DeShields looking for a man over the middle. It's going to be caught by Etheridge. In the middle of 2 defenders, he gets taken down. It's 3rd and 1 after a gain of 9. DeShields, Stadium, pulsing. DeShields over the middle, wide open. It's Etheridge again, taken down after a 1st down. He's got 256 yards. DeShields, shotgun, trying to move this ball down the field. No! Oh my goodness. Interception number 4 for DeShields. That'll likely end it. We've got all 3 timeouts. Maybe we can force something crazy. From the shotgun, Sellers trying to put this away. RPO. It's on the ground. It's a fumble! What? A turnover at midfield. Davion Pritchard, the young sophomore, makes a play. I've never seen that in the history of Dynasty. Oh my goodness, he jumped the RPO. Kent State is back on the field at the 50. Holy cow! Down the field! God! Ardell Banks has put the Golden Flashes into field goal range. How did this team reclaim possession? 50 seconds. Can the miracle run continue? DeShields, does he have a shot to the end zone? No shot. Oh my goodness, it gets batted away. 43 seconds. DeShields is beaten up. So is our running back room. We'll try a screen. This one goes to Mason King, the senior, taken down in the center. It'll be 3rd and 3. Letting the clock run. We use one of our timeouts. DeShields from the shotgun. He has had some good throws today. Despite the turnovers, we cannot have another one. That one is going to be dropped. It was intended for J.J. Etheridge. 16 seconds. We need this to force overtime. Stadium pulse is going crazy. It's up. It looks good. It'll be good. And the Golden Flashes are competing. We're here. Overtime. Week 2 at South Carolina. The legend of head coach Stevie Balls just continues. You guys know how overtime works. We are outmatched, we are outmanned, we are out-rostered, and we are on the road. But we're here. And if you told me pregame we'd be in overtime with South Carolina, I would have thought you were crazy. We are going to lose the coin toss. That means we're going on offense first. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Is this going to be the greatest dub in Kent State history? Or will it just be a scare for naught? Over the middle, it's caught by Banks! Ardell Banks continues this sensational game. South Carolina trying to escape an upset at home. This is going to be Delaney Jr. No, that's Baldwin. Our running back 3 goes nowhere on the screen. It's a loss of 2. 2nd and 12. DeShields. Stadium still going nuts. We have not done well in this spot. Trying to score in the red zone. The blitz gets there. Pressure shakes up DeShields. It's 3rd and 12. We obviously do not want to settle for 3 here, but that is totally on the table. Tried to give him a chance. In and out of the hands of Ardell Banks. And our kicker, Sean Miller, is right back on the field. It was a little left, but it's up and good. It's back on our defense. They probably put us away here with a touchdown. But if our defense can just force one more miracle, who knows? Sellers from the shotgun. Sellers is going to throw it over the middle. No way! No way! It's over! It's over! Down go the Gamecocks! Oh my goodness! Kent State has pulled off the impossible! A 0-star program in week 1 of college football. Our second game in year 1. Oh my goodness. Our first win in the head coach Stevie Ball's era in year 1. Jacorian Caffey, your player of the game, most deserved with 3 touchdowns. I am shocked. I did not think we could compete with this team. Oh, we saw a little bit of magic in week 1 against Ohio State, but we still got blew out. I figured it'd be a similar circumstance here. Instead, a 3-point dub on the road. And Kent State will improve to 1-1 as Sellers throws 2 interceptions along with his 2 touchdowns. And we did not allow them to run the ball all over us, and we contained their passing game. I mean, our situational defense was excellent today. I cannot get over the turnover that we had at the end of the game after DeShields threw his 4th pick. The fact that we won this game and our quarterback threw 4 picks. What is that? DeShields, almost 300 yards, no touchdowns, but 4 picks. Still, we did ask him to throw 45 times, and this is on the road against an SEC school. I can't hold too much of that against him. Our running backs carried today. Mason King averaged 3 yards a carry along with his touchdowns, and then, of course, Jacorian Caffey with 3 touchdowns. Darius Clark had a great game. Ardell Banks had a great game. Jacorian Caffey involved out of the backfield. J.J. Etheridge, not even a starter, did better than Wayne Harris, our best receiver and most expensive player, but he still did solid as well. Dakota Taylor, our backup tight end, crushed it. Absolutely crushed it. And then defensively, we showed up to play. The game-winning interception to Rocco Nickel. He had our 1 interception last week, and Samaj Bridgman with 2 huge sacks. Of course, Rocco Nickel, our best defensive player, had our other sack. And the game-winning interception in overtime. I mean, wow. A win is a win. Did we play perfect? No. Are we a bad team on paper? Yes. If we just beat South Carolina, what's to say we can't go 8-0 in the MAC? Year 1. Conference champs, move on to the ACC. I'm aiming high. We just took down South Carolina, guys. This is insane. After losing to Ohio State week 1, now the bar is set so high. That was crazy. We threw 4 interceptions. We beat an SEC school. Probably the greatest dub in Kent State history. And yeah, South Carolina choked. We threw 4 picks, especially there at the end. Somehow a miracle play keeps us in the game. We go down, we kick 3, don't even score a touchdown in overtime, and we win the game off a game-winning pick. That's crazy. South Carolina is not going to be in the top 25 after that one. Thank you guys so much for watching. The grind continues. Kent State Dynasty. We got some exciting games, man. Year 1, we just took down South Carolina. I'll say it again. We just took down an SEC school. It'll be interesting to see how the athletic director feels about that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all have a fantastic day. Like and sub if you are new. And we got week 3 here next.